welcome to this SUPboarder video. It's a first look at 3 brand new boards that's just arrived here at SUPboarder HQ that are from HYPR Hawaii. So let's get straight into unpacking them, then we'll get a nice close look at what they look like. So wow, these boards look spectacular. Just that first look, getting them out of the bags, they just look really, really slick. I think a lot of people are going to like these boards. Let's bring it down for a closer look at them. So firstly, let's start off here. So we've got these 3 boards. The first one I'm looking at here with the purple finish is a 9/6 gun. Now I've just got it out. It's great to see they've got some bungee cords at the tail of the board, just if you want to carry some gear with you on the flat water. But we'll give you a walk around with the board. It's beautiful. It's got a carbon stringer running right down the middle of it. It's that GoPro attachment at the front of the nose as well, but really beautiful. So we've got the purple finish on this one. I'm sure they've got different, looking at all the boards here, I'm sure they've got different woods underneath them and different constructions as well. I did read that there was kind of like a walnut one, which is, I guess, is this one. And I really like this one. It's got some nice carbon rails along the side. But yeah, let's get back to this 9/6 gun for a second. Really beautiful board. Now I'm going to flip it over because I'm pretty sure it has some cool, funky designs underneath. And yes, it does. Wow. So it's got, I'm going to lift it up for you. It's got a really deep double concave that runs all the way down through the middle of the board, but it's just it sits inside like a spoon concave as well. So the rails are quite flat on the sides, as we'll show you. Then it sits in this spoon with a nice big double concave that runs just about all the way to the tail of the board. Wow, that's cool. That's really awesome. This one here is the gun 9/6 by 29, 4¼ inches thick, HYPR. That's the 9/6 gun. So these boards are definitely made for the waves as well, as we figured out, because we do have a board like this a few months ago that we tried out in the surf. That was a 10/6 or a 10 foot. But let's have a look at this one here. This is the 12/6 gun from HYPR. Really nice. That wood finish is beautiful. See, I'll tell you what, they've got a bit of weight to them. So again, yeah, we've got that big double concave that sits inside that spoon concave. But this one here, the gun 12/6 by 27.5 by 4½ inches thick. Again, a nice 2+1 fin setup on this one. Wow, they're really great looking boards. And over here, this is definitely more suited to the flat water cruising one, and I think the bungees are a great idea on this. But it's really beautiful wood finish on these boards. Really like the nose blocks and the tail blocks with the wood here as well. That's a really, really nice way to finish your board off, actually. And then these carbon rails as well. They really look really nice. So yeah, that tail block right at the back. A lot of effort's gone into designing and making these boards as well. So I'll flip this one over, if I can. So again, a big deep double concave. Now this concave definitely must have an effect on how it performs and how it rides in the water, because it carries through across the whole range of HYPR Hawaii's boards. So we're going to dive into that a little bit more during our brand introduction and a small range overview from HYPR Hawaii. So let's unpack this paddle as well, and we'll get into opening this up. One thing is that it's come in plastic. So yeah, opening up the paddle, checking this out. It's quite a big blade on it, but it's all a full carbon paddle, which is great to see. Just a fixed carbon paddle, just a one piece. But yeah, quite a big blade on it. A bit of a spine in the paddle as well. It's a really good looking paddle, great looking boards. And also that T-grip handle that comes in the paddle. Seems to be fairly comfortable. We'll get this all glued up, stuck in. We'll cut it down and we'll test it on the water and see how she goes. Checking out this little pocket in the bag here. We've got our fins and our leash. Got our HYPR Hawaii leash, which is quite good. It's quite just a regular leash. I'm sure they're going to be all the right size for the boards. So this is the 12.6 fin, 12.6 gun center fin. It comes with the board. Very nice looking fin. It's a honeycomb, even like a carbon finish, carbon wrap on the fin. Quite nice. For Hawaii. And then side fins are finished off the same for the 12.6 gun. Obviously there's two of those. There's a 2+1 setup. Looking at the 10-foot Pono fins and leash that come with the board. So we've got a slightly smaller center fin on the 10-foot with roughly the same size side fins. But yeah, still in that same construction. So you get your fin key with the board as well. And then for the 9.6 gun, again we're getting that same yellow leash. I'm interested to see what fins we get with this one. Again, we probably get a fin that's similar to the 10-foot Pono. Actually, this one looks like a little bit more raked than the other one. Let's go over and have a look. Nope. They are the same fin that you get with the board. And then obviously we'll compare that to the 12.6, which you can see is a bigger difference there. So 12.6 gun, 9.6 gun, and then obviously the side fins, I'm guessing, are the same as well. So these are the three boards we've just unpacked from HYPR Hawaii. We've got the 9.6 gun, the 12.6 gun, and the 10-foot Pono. We've also got that paddle that we've just unpacked, and I can't wait to bring you a really great overview of these boards and how they do perform on the water. Just going to make a note lastly that they do feel quite heavy underarm. I'm not sure how that's going to affect the performance on the water, but I'm super excited to really try out that concave that sits on the bottom of that board. I think it's got some good design elements to it. I know it's really going to direct that water flow. I think it's going to be quite fast on the water. So I'm really excited to bring you this brand introduction and a small range overview of the HYPR Hawaii boards that's just arrived. So keep looking out for this video coming to you really, really soon. Thanks again for tuning into this SUPboarder First Look. So just packing the boards away, and you can see I've got these three boards, but what I didn't realize is the 9.6 is quite a lot lighter than the other two boards in weight. So I'm guessing this is made of the full carbon that they have on their website. Just wanted to give you that little update as we were packing these away.